Okay, hello everybody, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition, where we are now going to go talk to everybody. I did want to talk to Blackwall first, since this involved him, I think, more than anybody else. Him being, obviously, a Grey Warden. Hey, let's go, are you a man or a woman? Are you a dwarf? Are you a male dwarf? Okay, maybe. I think so, maybe. I don't know. You're pretty tall for a dwarf. Let's go see if that guy's down here. Whoa, this is way down. I always forget how deep it is. I don't see him.
No one to watch over.
Oh, God.
We either have...
Who sits in here? Does anybody actually go in there? Does that lady actually do anything? Like, where are we keeping him if not in the dungeons? That needs to be done as soon as, like, right after I'm done talking to everybody. Alright, let's go make sure Iron Bull and Sarah don't hate us. Oh, right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hopefully the other one works. Hopefully the other recording works and we can hear that. Because that song also helped shape my opinion.
Outbounds. Inquisitor.
What's the current mood?
Obsequious.
Obsequious.
What's the word out there?
A few complaining that you time.
Oh, yeah?
I don't judge much.
Hey, man! Man!
As
Man!
Inquisitor.
Creme?
Commander Cullen did good work at Adamant.
Right,
Fixed
okay.
those walls like he'd done it a dozen times. Nice job with the demons, by the way.
Thank you.
Can you think of any other tasks?
I still
suitable
like
for the
Creme.
judges?
Is that
We
weird?
sealed the main rift at Adamant, but the fortress is still a mess. Demons, darkspawn, making knows what.
His voice,
I can take
too.
Rocky out there with some of the boys. They know how to bring down walls.
And I know it's
We
actually
can't
the
close rifts, but we can bury the bastards.
Commander...
under a
I'm
ton of
pretty
rubble.
sure. I don't know actually how official that is. I'm pretty sure, though, that it's the female Commander Shepard who voices him.
We'll talk later.
But I don't hear it. Like, I can't hear it. Maybe I tried really hard, I could, but... Okay, Iron Bull, you don't hate me, right? Yeah, you gotta get... That's the first time it's happened to a bard. Oh, yeah.
Again. Again.
Again.
Come on.
She is just
this
like...
is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting.
That surprises me.
Should have asked Cullen.
She's like...
Good one.
Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
Why? Why? The Inquisitor shouldn't be seen beating her men.
Qunari training exercise to master your fear. I heard about the nightmare at Adamant.
There's like a weird
Sounded big.
screen tear. Let's make sure we
Can you
talk to
explain why
him.
I'm supposed to hit you with this stick?
Probably, if I try. It'd involve a lot of Qunari words, though. Just hit me with the stick,
There's a
alright?
weird screen tear
I
going
need to
on
get
in
over
there.
this demon crap.
Alright.
All right.
Oh, he greatly approves. I didn't realize.
There we go. Oh, yeah.
If he asks, like, why not? I mean, you know, like, if it's
Stuck
his
in
way
the
to deal.
vein, Huh?
Let's try that one. Oh, he
You
approves.
fought in that siege. Every demon at Adamant wanted to tear you in half.
Oh, I'm helping.
I bet, you demon assholes.
Ah.
And who killed you? That's right. Iron fucking Bull. I needed
I'm
that.
glad we're back on good terms.
Thanks, boss.
I think, anyway. Well, we did that, and he just went, yeah. Feeling better?
And that works for
Oh,
you?
no, dang it, we did it the other way, yeah. Dang it.
Yep.
Oh, well.
All right, then.
I'm like, yeah, I yelled at you. Is that cool? Is that what you wanted? Alright, let's get the tavern done first. Then we'll go talk to Cassandra, but I want to make sure I get everybody done in the tavern. Kind of want to do it in an orderly fashion, even though I did Blackwall first, which is unusual. Are you good? You good, Blackwall? I mean, friggin' Iron Bull?
Hey, you need me?
Nope.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boy.
You see that thing over in the corner? It looks like the monster with the freaking amnesia monster that we have to fight against. That's awesome. It's not just a mannequin. It actually has like relevance. Okay, I think it says that I need a Reaver book, but I picked up the one by Iron Bull and I don't see it anymore. So if I might have to go to the book merchant, even though I totally got that book. I think I mentioned, or I wrote, I guess I sort of inserted in. Let's see if anybody has anything to say.
You happier with the champion off with the wardens?
There were wardens in Kirkwall, too.
Oh, dang it! I got too close! I was trying to get out of this guy's way. Where's Sutherland? Cole will be happier with me, maybe. Sarah, are we still cool, Sarah? Can we still play?
Heard what went on in that Fade thing? What you think went on?
I want to bring
Can't
Iron
even
Bull
start to believe that business.
and Sarah and Cole next time. And Cassandra. Friggin' now I gotta do it 3 times.
I think a lot of people are having trouble with what
Okay,
went
are we
on
cool?
there.
Are we coolish?
People going on about visions and piss when real people are gone. Dead, probably. Stroud, yeah? Lost a serious moustache
A
there.
seriously creepy
Also,
mustache.
you could tell the wardens to piss off. And they're always weird. Usually, bad stuff happens
See,
first,
it
so
seems
you're
like
glad
she
when
wouldn't like the
hero shows up.
wardens.
But wardens are the wrong way round.
So why does she disapprove?
They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
She did approve of keeping Blackwall, though. Which is, I think, because in a minute she'll mention that. She's like, Blackwall's different. But I don't know, I don't know why. She's like, I don't usually like wardens, but he's alright. So I'm like, why does she greatly disapprove of me getting rid of the wardens? Like, if anybody knows, feel free to let me know.
It must have been rough living
Or why
through
does
the
she
Blight.
disapprove of me getting rid
Someone
of the
yells
wardens?
Darkspawn, and then nothing happens for a long time. Then wardens show up and take your stuff.
Yeah, I can see how she
Or,
wouldn't
you know,
like that.
some prick noble takes your stuff because wardens may ask for it.
Prick.
Then you steal it back. So whatever.
So whatever.
The first ones in line to screw everyone weren't Darkspawn.
Her nose is kind
That's
of
all
like
I'm
mine.
saying. Blackwall's nice though.
She's got a straight
Different
nose like
from
mine.
the
I didn't
adamant
realize.
ones. Need more like him.
Like my characters. But I think my forehead sticks out farther than hers does. Can we still play, Sarah?
Hey, see
No! No! Dang it! Oh, I'll have to do something. I'll have to maybe bring her out on some missions and try to get her approval up or something.
Are things playing out the way you expected?
Cassandra laid it out, right?
Oh, that's
You're the
it?
big- Praying's nice, I suppose. Coryphe's bit.
What do you think?
Again with your people.
Alright, which
Right,
ones?
which ones?
Advisors.
What do you...
Liliana is pretty in places. Now Josephine, and Cullen.
Uh-huh.
I suppose if you want a jackboot,
What about
Suppose
Solus?
if you want a jackboot.
I've seen how you look at him.
Ah, okay, nothing
You're
else
in
then.
it. Bet he calls out elven glory when he does it.
We'll talk later.
Good,
We'll
right?
talk later.
I'll be here.
Dang it, okay, so... dang it. We must be really close, though, I think. I think my approval... I knew I was riding the line with her. And with Iron Bull. I don't think there was any other cutscene with him after that one. Oh well. It's stuff that I'll eventually acquire, I'm sure. But still, it was nice at the time, but...
We'll make good use
Let's see how Cole's feeling. Did we do this last time?
No. But you like demons.
Oh,
I enjoy the company of spirits.
They're talking!
Yes, which is part of why I
Right,
do not
right,
abuse them with bindings.
right.
It isn't abuse if I ask.
Not
always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic.
Don't speak mean to him, Solus. He doesn't know.
He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
He likes spirits.
Why would you want Solus to bind you?
So I'm safe.
I know it's terrifying.
If
Cole
Solus
is
won't do the
terrified
ritual
right
to bind
now.
me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden Mages. And then... I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
I know. I really wanted to bring him with me to the Fade when I got there and I realized what the nightmare was, because I drew an immediate parallel between Cole and the nightmare. The nightmare perhaps started out like Cole and took people's fears, because Cole takes people's sadness and their despair. But yeah, oh boy, this is gonna be really interesting, and I wish I'd have brought him with me more, but I just got stuck in the Dorian Solus, and I think I ended up bringing Blackwall a lot too, but I didn't really bring a lot of mages with me, or rogues with me, I don't think, but
Isn't it extreme for Solus to bind you? What if that takes away the part of you that makes you, you?
Helping makes me who I am. I help the hurting. That is what I do. All I do. Am. Me.
can you still do that?
And if binding you erases your mind? Your consciousness?
You wouldn't make me hurt innocent people. I don't want to hurt innocent people again.
Is that different than last time? Will... I will protect you.
We'll find a
I
way
know
to
you
keep
slightly
safe
disapprove,
without binding
but-
you, Cole.
I have a suggestion. If Cole is ready to listen,
Be not. We're like
I
mom and
recall
dad.
stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summon from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an
Interesting.
amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman.
Of course.
Good.
It's done.
They will not take me.
They will not take you. Not on my watch. Not on my watch, Cole. Alright, let's go back and double check. Everything is good with Cole. Ah! I don't know why it does that. I hope they fix that in a patch or something. Of course, I am actually playing offline. I'm pretty sure that will affect whether or not I get patches. Oh, it sounded different because she's acoustic. I did insert in one of the videos though in a quick little clip.
Days, what's up your crawl?
Oh.
My what? It's nothing. It's just the figures we are courting, the power at play.
Of course. Still on about the champion. That's over and done.
The people on whom history pivots. Their influence is felt even in their absence.
That's very wise.
Right. You were philosopher or something.
Something like that.
No way. You look a rogue. Are you a mage? Oh, maybe you're a mage. Cool. But I got the bardic songs. Let me just... Finally bought the bardic songs. Finally found them and they're fantastic. I love them.
It started out helping, taking the fear away.
Yeah.
I won't take too much. I am
Too
not
much. So maybe that's it. It's like eventually you start taking too much. Like like the Divine said, fear, pain, and sadness help you grow as a person. Like overcoming
you
that.
later.
It's not just the fact that
How
like
do you know?
you're in pain or whatever that makes you grow as a person. It's like you dealing with and either accepting or overcoming it. I think that makes you grow as a person. Let's go talk with Cullen really quick while we're up here, and we'll make the rounds and go into the tower again. I don't think any options have changed with solos, which is why I'm not like run. Oh yeah.
Inquisitor, if you're looking for
Right.
the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentagast.
I think he's having lyrium problems, is what I'm thinking. Because remember how he said that he's gonna go. Cassandra will take over if he is unable to do his thing. You know what I mean? So let's.
My heart.
I love it.
We'll talk later.
Dareth Shira.
We need to be nice to to Cole, okay? Sometimes I want to punch you. I do. I really do. But I know that there's something more, like, of everybody, he's like the most mysterious and intriguing. I think that's why he's appealing as a romance character, is because he's like this mysterious. He's like the opposite of emo mysterious, you know? Or bad boy mysterious. He's like ultra good boy mysterious, but that aloof kind, I guess, that girls get in trouble with when they date guys who are jerks. Is this how we validate it? But, man. You're floating. You're floating on things. I don't know, I was saying something. Oh, well, we need to take care of Cole, and I am surprised, like, Cole and Solus don't interact more. Oh, Dorian!
You have remarkably little here on early to Vinter history.
Yeah. Yeah.
All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda.
Well...
But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
Oh! Such a critic. What are you looking for?
If I knew what you were looking for, I could help you.
You? I rather doubt that.
What? Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah.
That was unworthy.
Dorian, that hurt
Did
my
I
feelings.
see something by genitivi here?
Of course, we've got a billion things by genitivi.
What is this about, Dorian?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the abyssal rift.
Oh.
You went into the Fade. Physically went in.
Oh.
Are you all right?
I really appreciate him asking.
I learned a surprising amount. What happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, for one.
Regained your memories. That's good then.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years.
That's true.
Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison.
I wish you'd been there.
It would have been easier if you'd been with me.
Without question. But I'm rather glad I wasn't.
Ah.
No sense of adventure? That's surprising.
I've not your talent for survival. And not
Oh.
everyone is as discerning as I. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow.
Uh-oh.
Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed?
They can't,
Not
though.
all of them will be as lucky as you.
Ah.
What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
Okay. Dorian, I can't help but think of their fears now when not all of it, like not all, it's not like constantly there, but in regards to this, he fears temptation. I don't, obviously he doesn't see it as a challenge, but that would be an intriguing option.
You don't number among them.
It's
Ah.
but I'm no fool.
Ah.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need.
I see.
What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus' real name.
I see. That's
If
what
I
you're
can
looking
prove
for.
he was a grasping ankle biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
I wish you luck, Dorian. If you need anything, let me know. Oh, okay. You do.
What's on your mind?
I wish you were straight.
I should go.
Try not to die. I would notice you were gone.
Next time I'll take you. I'm sorry I worried you, Dorian. I am. And I'm sorry you disapproved. Perhaps we would have had another quest option if we'd had his approval.
I'm told you exiled the Grey Warden's Inquisitor. I can't say it's surprising.
Right, she was a Grey
Even
Warden.
when I was with the Order. They seem to be heading to no good end. Perhaps this will wake them up.
That's what I'm hoping.
Or doom them forever.
No.
Only time will tell.
I want this to go well.
I trust everything is well with
I'm
the
doing
mages.
it for them too.
There have been a few scuffles with your Templars, but overall,
Do we have
it is
any?
going
Do we
well.
really have any Templars?
I'll leave you to it.
Helisma.
A request has been made of
Oh,
the Inquisitor.
perfect.
Here it is.
How are your
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
duties?
I am able to pursue my duties with optimal efficiency, thanks to Skyhold.
Oh,
presence.
perfect! Yay!
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Perfect. Do I have anything? Demons. Oh man, I wanted to keep those. Oh well. I did in Codex. I looked at let's see. So I think we got an update on the shade or something. But we got something else. I was reading it while I was waiting for the 2 minutes. The nightmare. We got an update on the nightmare. Yeah. My friend, was this fact that more powerful and intelligent demons select more complex aspects of our reality to observe and interact with. A demon of pride may gravitate toward the corrupt hubris of nobles, corrupt pride of nobles, the bloodthirsty arrogance of soldiers. Oh, okay. Oh, straight. I read that weird last time. I read the bloodthirsty arrogance of scholars, which I was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. Oh, it's funny. If you ever watch Bones, they say there's like this episode where like there's like a scholarship that's on the plate, and like they're like trying to decide who killed, like which of these scholarly type people killed another one of them, and the guy's like, would they really kill somebody for this? And all of them are like, yes, like all, like even Bones, everybody's like, yeah, you'd kill for this. So it made sense to me, especially coming from 6 years of college. Okay, or sadly, the blind confidence of mages. A demon of desire may focus on lust, greed, or even the desperate wishes of those with no recourse in the waking world, whether demons are naturally inclined to such specificity, or made so by observing a confluence of specific events in our world is subject of much debate, not the question in my experiment would answer. Instead, it turned to the question of fear. We think of fear demons as lesser creatures, powerful but simple, like those common beasts of rage or hunger. But fear has many faces. From the absurd phobias of the pampered nobility to the very real threats of magic demons, dragons, and perhaps especially the Blight. What event has shaped the course of human history more than the Blights? Had the first Blight not weakened it, the Defender Imperium would have crushed Andraste's rebellion. We would have no Feralden, no Circles, and indeed no Chantries. That's interesting that we were reading about that guy who takes the alternative view of history or whatever, and I was having a really hard time tracking it because I think I was reading it out of order. But yeah, he's saying looking at things like, there are certain things that have happened that couldn't have happened, like the Andraste thing, wouldn't have happened the way it had if it wasn't for the guy who was it Mafrath, who murdered her or who betrayed her, and then Tevinter, something happened with Tevinter, so this is what had the Blight weakened Tevinter first specifically, and then they fought. That seems kind of odd that they weren't like, let's go take care of this Blight too and all come together happily and defeat the Blight, and it would have happened forever ago. Anyway, no Chantry as they know it if there wasn't for this. The Blight is unequaled as a force of devastation and terror, hated and feared by peasant and king alike, from the northern hills of the Anderfell to the southern reaches of the Krogan. I almost said Kokiri. Krogan, Kokiri, blah, 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 wilds. I know of nothing else that inspires such universal and specific fear. Dragons and demons, yes, but both have found respect and fascination in cultures across Thedas. Only the Blight is an unadulterated source of horror. If there exists a demon of fear who has shaped itself into a more intelligent, more specific mold, it will be a demon focusing on fear of the Blight. This is the experiment I undertake. By the time you read this, my friends, I will be asleep, traveling through the Fade to find such a creature. If I am correct, it will yield an unparalleled source of information on the history of our world. Wisdom hidden since the time of ancient Tevinter. I have instructed the scribes to write quickly upon my return. I hold much to impart. That was a really stupid decision. As we see, a letter found with the sleeping body of Senior Enchanter Jessamir, her last known communication before her subsequent possession, and in death, along with 12 mages, 9 Templars, and uncounted apprentices and tranquil at the hands of Knight Captain Helger. Why the frick did so many? Were they all possessed, or did this captain just go crazy, or did the captain get possessed? Oopsie. Creature, we got something else updated as well. That was the only thing that I read. But I think it said... Oh, it's the same design. Okay. Oh, so it's just demons. Okay, it's just a picture of demons. Did we read this ever? Was it strong? It's like, oh. Like that calf was coming for me, coming to rip my leg off ever so slowly, so I knew what it felt like. We all heard something different, you see. One of the other city ran into a dark spawn at Ostagar, and the scream he heard was from something called a shriek. I noticed it was a dragon war, just like the beast that burned his family. That's when I knew it was out there was a demon. Something that wasn't just looking to make us afraid. It wanted us gibbering in terror. It wanted us running for our lives, and we did. I couldn't really tell you what it even looked like. There was something in the shadows, and even though we were ready when it let out that howl, I turned and ran. I couldn't even control myself. My bowels turned to water. I got my sword and took off. Only later when I realized I was separated from the others and that there were more of those demons out there, hungry for more of my panicked tears. Okay, so the damage is fully researched. Given by Heron, soldier of the Ferelden army. I don't remember reading that, though. I apologize. I think that's it. And let's see, history, that's new. What was it? It was... I know for sure there was one in places. I think that was it. I'll have to go back on the edit and see. But places we got... Right, Adamant Fortress. Of all the decisions we Grey Wardens were forced to make over the years, withdrawing from the Fortress of Adamant was perhaps the most difficult. It had been built as a bastion against darkspawn spilling out from the Abyssal Rift, a symbol of how we'd done the impossible, pushing those creatures back into the shadows where they belonged. We kept the land safe from further encroachment, but as each new age dawned, memories of our sacrifice became fainter, as always. The entire western approach had become... had become a wasteland, and thus the expense of maintaining the fortress became increasingly difficult to justify. There were no griffins to fill its weirs, too few wardens to man its battlements, too many good men and women killed by demons creeping through the thinning veil. Each visit of the Grey Warden Commander made it more apparent that Adamant had become a symbol of our decline. Were they ever, like, I mean, they were big in the very beginning, but I feel like they slowly got smaller and smaller over the years. Like, I don't know if they can go back to that original state. If that would even be advisable, because I keep saying the Chantry needs to be done away with because it's obviously not working. So, does something else besides the Grey Wardens need to come? Something inspired by the Grey Wardens? I don't know. Is that the Inquisition? I hope not. That's a lot of pressure. Even if darkspawn still emerged from the chasm, who would threaten other than Wardens themselves? In the dawn of Blessed Age, we sealed the fortress's mighty gates. We left the great griffin statues tarnished in the bloody sand, retreating to Montissimard with a sense of loss and shame. I returned recently with a small expedition to retrieve supplies. Surprised to see it still standing. The dwarves did well by us. I suspect Adamant will reign for ages to come, but should the Order ever return, they will find it difficult to resurrect. Only spirits roam its halls now, alongside the memories of those who gave their lives to protect us all from darkness. Okay, I think... that was it, but this is, oh. We've read this. Possible references to Skyhold in the readings of the Great Library of Val Royeaux. What follows are the names of the powers that may have held the fortress. Then we read that. Right? Unfortunately, timers are such that for many the name is all that is known. Fortress is a vagabond, but years will do that to Stonewell Maid. The Tan Empire, passing mention of menacing trading partner occupying where hold the sky, and the Ravini Ballad of Kintamio Knoll, though fictional did discern father of Ras, and that Ferelden built upon the sky. Okay, mention is possible to the spirit of the dead band, the Ferelden led by dating to the exalted age. Lady Bander of She, Ferelden highwayman banished in 438. Thought to use a place in the clouds as a refuge, spire, losing Tavern, so I'm mentioning Skyhold by name as a fanciful utopia, but also claiming nugs with wings and a dragon that blows bubbles. Possible etching of major Skyhold features, but no context available. Unknown language, tiles never translated pre-glory. Tavinture carving, broken relief that matches the outline of the main gate, but all possible scholarship suggests a structure outside Manor as pre-divine. Possible shared inspiration, but is not known in what direction. Study continues. Archivist of University of Orlais. Okay. That was... I don't remember that, but I thought I remember reading... from my elf. Freaking, was that... Soulless? I think that was it. Tails. I didn't know Tails last time. Oh, right. The song. History, that's new too. I always try to like scan for the little glowing dot. Was that it? Did I? Friggin', I hate it when I accidentally land on it. Oh. Here lies the abyss, the well of all souls. From those emerald waters doth life begin anew. Come to me, child, and I shall embrace you. In my arms lies eternity. Translators have long debated the section of the chant of light is to assume that the well of all souls is a literal well, but such imagery appears nowhere in Andraste's other works. An examination of Tavern clues from the waters of the Fade you made the world. As the Fade had been fluid, so was the world fixed. Is it possible that the emerald waters Andraste refers to are the substance of the Fade, which began as an ocean of dreams and was reduced to a well, bottomless but limited in scope, by the Maker's creation of our world. Is Andraste urging the sinner to come to the Fade? Should we take from these emerald waters doth life begin anew as literal evidence of reincarnation, or even of life after death, as the cult of spirits suggests, or as a figurative benediction indicating what the Maker source of all life, and in finding his embrace for eternity, we will only be returning to our souls from whence they came? By Reverend Mother Juliet. It's nice when the people in the religion itself will kind of be like, I wonder, like postulate things, you know? It's good. Like, questions beget answers, and even if the answers are to your liking, it's still answers, and it leads to more questions, and if done productively, it can lead in good directions. Otherwise, it leads to confusion and hatred. But, okay, so we didn't really talk to anyone. Well, we did, okay. But, we'll go finish talking to people, and then we're gonna go do that execution. Well, the trial. The trial. I need to go into it with an unbiased mindset. Nope. There's a statue. I don't know what it's called. Maybe I'll look it up really quick. It's two angels. One is a blindfolded angel with scales, and that's Justice. And the angel behind it is holding back Justice, and that one's Mercy. So Justice is blind, yeah, and it's like, yes, you may. It's like, oh, this woman killed a man, so Justice says that she must die to balance the scales, but Mercy says, he was trying to kill her first, or he was beating her, so to defend herself, type thing, like justice for her in a way, but Mercy, justice isn't actually a nice thing. Like, you don't say, like, I want justice when you want, like I want justice for this, whenever it's like, I had an example earlier today, I was thinking about it, but it's like, it's never, when people are asking for, when they want justice, is retribution. It's not a happy thing. It's only, like, I think I was thinking about the Grey Wardens, it's like, it's like, yeah, they may be suffering, but justice hasn't been dealt yet. Like, / retribution, I guess, for what they did. But in a way it is, and at the same time, it can't just be like, bam, done, retribution, justice met, type thing. Many times it's a process. It takes sometimes an entire lifetime, and the lifetime of perhaps your children if they feel obligated, But anyway, I'm just postulating. Too much philosophy lately. But yeah, thank you all for joining me. I will see you in the next one.